First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Detroit Lions.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. 26-yard line. Throwing, dart, setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action now. Dart. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
26-yard
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. They can repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, here's Dart. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. That time they hit him out of the slot of the draft.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Wright's got it. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. 36-yard line. Back to throw again. And Walker has it. Oh, look at the juke. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aleem McNeil gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
3rd and long.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Throwing down, and it's complete.
The third down pass.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the Kid team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Again, it's Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put your offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
At the 37-yard line.
Throw out wide to Walker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Dart. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Lions had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
22 yards.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10.
Looking to throw, Dart. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Ravens' 21-yard line.
Open man right side of St. Brown. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he'll have it by 20 as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To the air, Dart. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing his dart. That'll be caught by St. Brown. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
St. Brown. It's a gain of 22 and brings up third down.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions have retaken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Second and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Lions will take over.
21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a draw play. It's Walker. Breaks through the contact. He's still on his feet. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Right, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Dart. And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40.
15 yards. And the Lions first down.
To the air once more is Dart. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's another.
To throw is Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw now, Dart. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
The Ravens will line up.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down. So we'll have to see what that's about. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Dart going to look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Dart. Targets the sideline. He'll complete this pass to Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he runs into his receivers too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
No gain on the
Roquan Smith able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Here's second and 10. Some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 113 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
7-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Theo Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. And once again, here are the Lions going for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He's got it at the 2. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Baltimore first down. A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. They're in for the Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't give.
Lions 34. Ravens 25. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
In that last touchdown drive, they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
24-yard line.
Throwing, dart. Throw out wide to Walker.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the 16-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and a yard. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there and on that play. I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Second and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They work now on second and 9. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Normally, you might say, start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ken Walker, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work with the whole hard and finish in the end zone.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go play action here on first down. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete to Wright. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going to...
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Wright from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to Walker on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
On the tackle. Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
They run again with Walker. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Lions on third down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
The 42-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Play action now. Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Dart. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles.